and good morning everyone. Welcome to the channel. Jim here for real, in person. No Danny Treejaws on this channel. We're at Old Trafford Tram Stop. We're going to have a walk from Old Trafford Tram Stop to Wharfside Tram Stop. It's only about 800 metre walk past Lancashire County Cricket Ground, past Man United Football Ground to the Wharfside Tram Stop up Warwick Road. Let's go. So directly in front of us, of course, is Lancashire County Cricket Club, the Emirates Old Trafford, at the very bottom of Warwick Road. As I believe 3022 might be just pulling out in a minute. Anyhow, prior to tram network, Metrolink, when it was heavy rail, this Old Trafford tram stop was known as Warwick Road under heavy rail days, and what was Old Trafford train station is now Trafford Bar, one stop down the line. So we're going to walk the length of Warwick Road from Old Trafford tram stop to Wharfside. We'll just have a look on the way. 3022 is not quite pulled out yet, but it will be doing any time now, I would imagine. There you go. So let's go. A lovely sunny day in May. Been waiting for this, the sun to come out all year, and here we are. So we're just going to make our way to the bottom end of Warwick Road.
Good morning.
Good morning everybody, hello. Well, here we are at the very bottom of Warwick Road, just a few metres away from the spectator stands at Old Trafford. This bit at the very bottom end is been pedestrianised, if you will, at some point. And of course it used to be one long road from here all the way up to the docks. I think it's got 3 different names now. The section where we are now, I think, is Brian Latham Way. It goes on to Warwick Road, then Sir Matt Busby Way, and then Sir Alex Ferguson Way. So it's 4 names. I wish they'd leave it alone. So we're just going past the cricket ground. Some kind of development going on the right hand side, but famous old cricket ground, Lancashire County Cricket Ground, one of England's great test venues, if I can remember the others: Lords, the Oval, Edgbaston, Headingley, and Nottingham, I believe. I think the Aussies have always liked Trent Bridge, Nottingham, innit? The Aussies have always liked playing here, Old Trafford. It's a big ground. I think in the summer months as well, it seems to have a lot of pop concerts on it. So there we are. There's a hotel here now, cafes, quite commercial nowadays. All sports. Hilton Garden, and of course it's Old Trafford is sponsored by Emirates. And very nice it is too. And you can see 200 or 300 metres away, the steelwork for the football ground. An interesting thing that you may or may not know, that Lancashire County Cricket Ground here at Old Trafford, and of course the football ground, Old Trafford, just a few 100 metres further along the road, they're not actually in Manchester. That's right, they're in the borough of Trafford. We're nowhere near. It's the city of Manchester. All this happened a long time ago when they split up the boroughs in Greater Manchester. And over there behind the traffic lights is actually Trafford Borough Town Hall. Of course, Manchester United were originally within the confines of the city of Manchester. Bank Street in Clayton, strangely enough, is extremely close to where the Etihad Stadium is now, literally. I think there's a plaque on a house that marks the spot of the original stadium before they moved to Old Trafford. This is Talbot Road. That direction goes towards the city. City centre. So Manchester City centre starts where them tall buildings are. Maybe a mile that way. We might have a closer look when we get to Chester Road. And of course, just on our left, that is Trafford Town Hall, the Metropolitan Borough of Trafford, which covers such areas as Trafford Park, Old Trafford, Altrincham, Sale, Hale Barnes and Hale, a few nice areas. The next intersection we're coming up on should be the A56 Chester Road. We'll cross over that. The next building we're going to get to after this large commercial building we're passing is the Trafford pub. An experience it used to be on match days. I don't know what it's like now. So of course we're coming up on the Trafford pub and Chester Road. And all the shops, which are extremely busy, of course, on a match day. An old halting ground is over at Lumacari Chippy. There's Old Trafford, beyond which is the docks, and of course we're on Chester Road. And of course, the city of Manchester, city limits, it's just about where all those tall buildings are, maybe a mile distant. Cross over well we can. I don't like driving and crossing roads at the same time. Sometimes you have to be careful. So of course in the distance there's all the tall buildings. On the right hand side, before we go down Warwick Road, you can just see there's a big M&S food hall, a retail park. I'll try and leave a link in the description. That retail park was White City Stadium, really large stadium back in the day. I think that's Speedway, greyhounds, running, that kind of stuff. So here we are, back on Warwick Road. This section is called Sir Matt Busby Way. And we're getting very close to the football ground, Old Trafford. Of course, home of Manchester United. We're getting towards the end of the season, 23-24. Just a couple of games left to try make it into Europe, and of course the cup final to look forward to against Man City, which might be the only route into Europe. The way they're playing at the moment, can't seem to get it right. Well, here we are, just about to come up onto Old Trafford. Of course, still on what was the original Warwick Road in the borough of Trafford. And of course, a number of years ago, it was probably at the request of the football club. It was this road was closed and a large section of it here pedestrianised. As soon as they quote health and safety, they start listening, don't they, people? Well, it's just adjacent to the football ground is a heavy rail line. The tall buildings in the distance. Of course, this is one of the main railway lines on Piccadilly and Oxford Road stations in the city centre towards Liverpool and Chester. And of course, just out of shot, adjacent to the main stand, is Manchester United station, which is currently temporarily or permanently closed. Again, probably at the request of the football club on health and safety grounds, as an ordnance service. Just makes its way towards Manchester city centre. I do hope that if and when the ground is redeveloped, they can reinstate the station. It really needs it on match days, really needs it, especially from Piccadilly. The trams just can't cope. There have been a lot of changes here over the years, ground redevelopments. I must be from the old school, because I actually preferred it before they built all these big stands. There was something quite special about coming down to Old Trafford. It's not quite the same now. But the newer generations obviously won't think like that. But they haven't seen what's gone before. So we're just walking past what we used to call the K stand, one end of the ground, and then in front of us on the right hand side is Hotel Football. So we're not too far now from the Wharfside Tram Stop. Here's where the road starts again. Of course, if we just look over here, Bridgewater Canal. Awesome, how awesome is that? If I can, I'll put a link in the description. It's a famous canal from the early days of the course, Industrial Revolution. So we've got one more road to cross as we pass Hotel Football. And the Wharfside Tram Stop is just behind the Premier Inn. So we're just crossing Wharfside Way. Of course, if we went left, we'd go into Trafford Park. If we went right, we'd be going towards the Manchester city centre. We'll just swing round. So there's the football ground from Wharfside Way, Trafford Park, and of course we're heading towards the Manchester Ship Canal and the Wharfside Tram Stop. And of course, just on our right is the O2 Victoria Warehouse, another concert venue. And of course, we get down here to the end of this road, Warwick Road. With the Wharfside Tram Stop. So the tram has just obviously pulled out of the Wharfside Tram Stop on the service to the Trafford Centre. So we're just going to go around a few of the barriers, get in the stop. We want to get onto the northbound platform to head back into town. So we're going to cross the tram lines shortly. As Unit 3082 is just about to pull in Wharfside. So here we are. Everything you can see, buildings, vistas, everything is actually in the city of Salford. It was called the Manchester Docks, but of course it was all in the city of Salford. And this is the Manchester Ship Canal. Where that bridge is very close to the Imperial War Museum North. Just straight across from us is the Lowry shopping mall, and of course all the media outlets, most of the media outlets for the UK, BBC, ITV, various others have the studios. And of course there's lots of residential properties on or very close to the canal. Again, I'll try and find a link for Manchester Ship Canal. Really underrated engineering project from the Victorian times. Every bit as impressive, I think, as the Panama Canal. But for now, we've made it to the Wharfside Tram Stop. Just get on the platform, wait for the next tram back into town. So it's this tram stop, Wharfside, of course, is the closest tram stop to Manchester United Football Ground, but the trams only go as far as Deansgate, So if you want to get into town, into the city, you're probably still much better off as of recording going from Old Trafford Tram Stop. So if you come here to Wharfside, you'd have to change at Deansgate to another service, whether you're heading into North Manchester or Central Manchester. So thank you very much for tuning in today, and until next time, from a lovely sunny Old Trafford and a lovely sunny Salford, we're going to get back into the city of Manchester and have a coffee. Until next time, this vlog is over. Thank you very much.